question that's come in, which is quite interesting even before the pandemic, but I think it's even more interesting now, is how will oil prices impact older aircraft values? George, I'll put that one out to you first.
Yeah, that one is really interesting. I mean, especially with 1 month futures now being negative and near-term oil price being around $20. We haven't seen this kind of oil price in a very long time. But when we look at aircraft values, we always find that oil price is secondary to economic growth. The number one driver of aircraft values is economic growth, and oil price is secondary. If you have strong economic growth, you can charge the right levels of fares and fuel surcharges to pay for the high oil price. But if you have a $20 oil price and demand is next to nothing, as what we have now, doesn't matter what aircraft you're flying, you're still not going to make money. So whilst these near-term low oil prices may seem like it's, attractive for older aircraft, I think some airlines are more focused on a long-term solution if they can get financing. If they can't get financing, then it's a different story. On long-haul aircraft, some airlines seem to be making considerations. There was a report in the Seattle Times last week suggesting that some airlines are extending Boeing 777-300ER leases and looking at not taking 777-9s as early as they may have intended to. So that could cause some deferral to new technology, large wide bodies potentially, or even if single aisles, but we don't know how long the fuel price is going to stay as low as it is. And I think if airlines have an opportunity to future-proof themselves now, if they can acquire new aircraft, new technology, fuel-efficient aircraft at a low enough price, because remember, all values are coming down. As you saw it yourselves, most of these, a lot of these Asian LCCs have announced they're accelerating their transition to A320 and all A320neo fleet and accelerating retirement of their CEOs despite the low oil price. So I think it will vary from airline to airline.
If I may, Andy, just add a little bit to that. I might remind people that at the start of the year, before we even knew what COVID-19 was, we were angsting about environment. We thought environment was going to be the issue of the year. That doesn't change just because we have a fundamentally altered demand dynamic and a globally threatened economy. Environment is still an important issue, and we're already starting to hear, as airlines discuss recovery packages with governments, environmentalists chipping in quite correctly about the fact that we're just creating this potential subsidy for airlines who might then think about, with a low oil price, keeping older aircraft for longer. Newer aircraft are more efficient per se, 15% more efficient typically per se. So as George says, the opportunity to future-proof yourself from an environmental perspective also, as well as an efficiency perspective, is here. So I think low oil prices are a bit of a distraction, frankly, right now. Finally remind that many airlines are hedged and aren't benefiting from low oil prices right now.